Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. Hello, it's Emmy. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be tasting wagashi. Wagashi are traditional Japanese confections, usually handmade little sweets, very, very traditional, and they were sent to me by Casey. Isn't this lovely? Look at this. So Casey, thank you so much for sending this to me. I can't wait to see what's inside. So this is beautifully wrapped. Look at that. Even that's beautifully wrapped. Minamoto Seasonal Sweets, Japan. Oh, look at that. Casey wrote me a little note. Hi, Emmy, love your videos. So enjoy some wagashi, Casey. Thanks so much, Casey. This is great. So Casey made me some origami. She made some butterflies here. So not only is the outside of the package wrapped beautifully, but inside as well. Each individual wagashi is wrapped beautifully. Let's start with the cherry jelly. Oh my gosh, look at this. And there is the cherry jelly. Oh my goodness. This is actually jellied inside, so I'm going to catch it in a dish. Look at that. There's a cherry inside of a clear jelly. So it's traditional to have wagashi with tea. So I've got a little mug of green tea here. And let's taste this. Look at this beautiful jelly. It has just seemingly the texture of a jello. Still has the pit in there. It's a little bit pink. It's beautifully clear, just crystal clear, which makes me think that this is probably agar agar, which is a vegetarian gelatin. It's made from seaweed. It smells great. It smells nice and cherried. All right, let's give that a taste. Itadakimasu. That's really nice. You get the immediate flavor of cherry. It's sweet, but cool and jellied. Delightful. It doesn't taste artificial. It just tastes wonderfully of cherry. It smells of cherry too, kind of perfumed of cherry. And the texture is wonderful. Cool, smooth, jellied, but not firm at all. Just kind of melts into your mouth. Delightful. All right, let's have some with tea. The tea kind of warms everything in your mouth, so you taste it almost again. That's really, really lovely. Next, let's open this one, and this is the kuri glacé. So this is a little sugared or candied chestnut. So this one has a little notch here, and there it is. And as you can hear, it is very, very firm. Doesn't smell like much. Let's give that a taste. That is delightful. I love chestnuts. Chestnuts remind me of fall and particularly of winter. Just like Nat King Cole saying, chestnuts roasting on an open fire. That's what this is. And chestnuts have this really unique nutty flavor to them, and they have a great texture to me. They're soft and crumbly rather than being crunchy, say like an almond or even a walnut. It has a very tender texture, almost more starchy, like a potato almost, but not quite as soft and crumbly. But yeah, a cross between a nut and a potato, and a wonderful, sweet, starchy flavor. I love them. Love, love, love chestnuts. This one is sugared and candied on the outside. So inside you have that wonderful chestnut flavor, but the outside is sweet and kind of crunchy. Next, let's open this one, and this is the Eto Inu, and this is our little friend Inu, which is a dog, and let's see what's inside that one. Well, that one opens very satisfyingly. Ooh, look at this one. So in this one is another jelly. And this one has large black beans called kuromame inside, which just means black bean. These are traditionally eaten during New Year's. This jelly is a little bit different in texture than the cherry jelly. This one looks more like a yokan. Bit firmer in texture. All right, let's give that a taste. And that's very, very nice as well. That has a slight beany flavor to it, but very pleasant and quite sweet. A little bite goes a long way. And while it's jellied, it's very different than the first jelly I had. It's not so jiggly. This has a little bit more kind of a starchy texture and just a denser mouthfeel and flavors. The cherry one is more like a traditional jello if we think of gelatin without the gelatin flavor. This is much sweeter and has a delightful texture. So let's have this one next. And this is the suikan shuku. And this is a bean cake. Oops, that slid off. Look at that. That's marvelous. This is called a bean cake, but I think this is actually a whole persimmon. A persimmon is a type of fall fruit, and this looks like it's been dried or preserved, and I believe this is going to be filled. Let's cut it open and see. Yes. And look at that. Lovely. So persimmon is a lovely fruit. Oftentimes in the fall, you'll see them drying on people's porches. They're lovely. And Casey actually says she can't have them. She's allergic. So I'll be tasting this for you, Casey. All right, here we go. That has a lovely natural sweetness to it as well. And the persimmon has a great texture. It's chewy and has a nice bite to it, but it isn't too firm. It's kind of similar to like a fruit leather, or if you've ever had prunes, that kind of dense, fruity sweetness and texture that comes with dried fruit. For me, what really works in this one is the combination of that great chewy texture and that natural sweetness that comes from the persimmon. You have that persimmon flavor and sweetness. It's kind of like a date and apricot kind of mixed together. Really, really nice. Now let's chase that down with some tea. You really have to have it with tea. It's so good. Next, let's have this little yellow one, jiaguri. Okay, this one's double wrapped. Look at that. Oh, lovely. I love the look of this one. It almost reminds me of an egg because you've got something inside of the jelly. All right, let's cut this in half. Haha, look how charming that is. Look at that. And there you have it. So this too looks like a big bean. Let's give that a taste. Ooh, I like that one. That one too is really sweet, but I love the flavor of that one. It has the same kind of jelly texture as the kuromame bean. The outside is jellied, but a little bit firm and dense, delightfully sweet, and has a kiss of kind of a sweet potato yammy flavor to it. Delicious. There's also a contrast of textures here. We have the firm bean inside and then the dense jelly on the outside. Really, really lovely. So what I've noticed so far is all these wagashi have a really subtle, natural flavor to them. It's not over the top, it's not heavy-handed, it's just the essence of the fruit or the nut or the bean in the dessert. Okay, so for my last one, I'm gonna taste this one. And this is a little peach. Look how sneaking cute. I love this packaging, love it. This is the peach jelly, beautifully wrapped. Oh my gosh, look at this. So cute. It looks like a little bomb. So cute. Peel this off. And then I'm going to invert it onto this. Ta-da! So satisfying. Look how glistening and shiny that is. Beautiful. Oh, it has such a wonderful texture. Look at this. Oh, very, very soft and tender. And very jiggly. Look at that. All right, let's give that a go. That is really, really nice. It is just so juicy. It's just packed with peachy flavor. the heat of your mouth just melts it entirely. It just falls apart and disappears. There's no chewing, there's nothing. You practically don't even have to swallow. It just turns into peach juice. It just goes down. It's wonderful. It's about the same texture as the cherry jelly. Very delicate, soft gelatin. No gelatin flavor whatsoever. I suspect this one too is also made with agar-agar because there's none of that gelatin flavor to it at all, although it has a wonderful jelly texture. This is very intensely flavored, but like all the other wagashi, the flavors seem very natural. They taste natural. They taste like something that's somewhat familiar, and they're subtle. They're not over the top. They don't taste artificial. Just wonderfully the essence of a peach. Delightful. And also another thing about wagashi is that you can have a little bit of sweetness, but it doesn't feel overwhelmingly heavy. I don't feel gluttonous. I don't feel guilty. I just feel peachy and light and happy because I had some sugar. Casey, thanks again for sending me this to me. It was absolutely delightful. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something. And if you can find wagashi where you live, I highly recommend giving it a go. I think you'll discover that the textures and the flavors are quite unique. Share this video with your friends because sharing is caring. Follow me on social media so you know what videos are coming up next and what I'm up to. And I shall see you in my next one. Toodaloo, take care, bye!